glad when the sun goes down.
When the sun goes down.
I'll be so glad when the sun goes down.
When the sun goes down.
I ain't all that sleepy, but I wanna lie down.
But I wanna lie down.
I ain't all that sleepy, but I wanna lie down.
But I wanna lie down.
I want.
What, nigga? No fish, no fish, no fish. No fish. No fish, no fish.
Gender mattered during chattel slavery because a slave was categorized based on her gender. Males were more dominant in working on the plantation, while female did domestic work. However, female also worked on the plantation, but it was based on their strength. Men were held at different standards to women, and often offered the more technical jobs. Traditional gender roles dictate that a man must be strong, resilient, and unemotional, and that they are superior to women because of the combined intelligence that they possess. Female also had greater opportunities of getting their freedom, as they would use their sexualities to get their freedom easily. However, the slave masters would have abused the female in the form of rape, which is most common among slaves that worked in the Great House. This is evident in the Caribbean society, as women will indulge in sexual practices for benefits from persons of the upper echelons of society. This clip illustrates how the men and women on the plantation perform different roles on the plantation, which is present in our society today.
Psalms 100. Make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all ye land. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come before his presence with singing. Yea, do I walk in the shadow of ungodly, I will fear no evil. We go.
Everybody praise the Lord now. I will praise him every day. Praise him every day. I will praise the Lord. Brothers, praise the Lord now.
Religion is defined as the belief in and worship of a superhuman controlling power, especially a personal god or gods. The Creole religion was created as a result of cultural contact in chattel slavery. Scholars have expressed how the Christianity denominations of both Roman Catholic and Methodist were forced upon the slaves, making the slaves' so-called religion inferior to theirs. Due to fear of the African religion, Obeah, the slaves went through more hardships for their beliefs, thus it was justifiable that accepting this religion was better so than to be killed. It had then become apparent that the slaves had just accepted this religion, creating the Afro-Christian doctrine. It was stated that even now, ironically, within the Caribbean, there is no tolerance for the African religions, especially Obeah, and the fear of it is seen within the countries today. The clip depicts how religion was forced upon the slaves by the slave masters, and how slaves would have practiced their own religion in private, which can be seen in our present society in the form of voodoo or Obeah.
I want to be so happy that we're finally getting education.
Yes, finally we can get to be
Let's go, we're going to be it. Hello guys.
sorry.
Bless
It's called Bible.
Bible. Good. Yeah. Good. Bible. Monkeys!
Classism is one of the fundamental oppressions in all class societies, especially a feature in the chattel slavery. The slaves had to work to produce enough food, clothing, and shelter to survive on their own. It is an act to dehumanize all human beings contained within them, in the order that slaves should cooperate with their assigned roles in the opposite society, whether the role is that of an exploited worker or an exploiting overseer, they must be hurt as children and with distress patterns installed on them, or their intelligence would forbid their participation in the irrationalities of the class society. This clip illustrates classism in its active form on the plantation, where the masters would prevent the slaves from learning how to read, to make them always inferior to the elites, which differ in form but is evident in the present society.
Yes, John, we need 40 children in slavery. Okay, John, we need 40 children in slavery. 40 more children we need, John.
Yes, man.
Okay.
You want me to say good?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you?
More slaves.
Yes, man. Yes, baby.
What's are we? Where are we going?
You know, I have a nice little place around the
A
back.
nice little place around the back.
Yes, baby.
I've been so thirsty.
Uh-huh.
Yes, so very.
A few moments later.
Yes.
You know, you're the most beautiful flower in Chewbacca.
Really?
Yes, baby.
Thank you so
Come on,
much.
you know I love you so
I
much.
love
baby.
you too. I'm not the only one.
Yes, baby, you're the only one.
Okay.
The only one, baby.
Okay, I trust you. I
Yes,
trust
baby,
you.
trust
I
me.
trust you.
Trust.
Mama, I have a question.
Yes, my son.
I'm a big boy now.
Yes, you are.
Who is my father? I don't know my father.
Your father is over there.
Where?
Over there. With his little black ass self.
I have seen all these black men, but I don't know who is he.
Trust me, you have. His hypocritism is right near you.
Mama, I'm tired of it, man. I want to know who is my father, and then you tell me foolishness.
Son, many men enter, many men leave. That is just it.
As a result of chattel slavery, African families were transformed from being completely extended to matrifocal in nature. This family unit arose because of African retention, which stripped males of their cultural heritage as they were taken away from their families with the objectives of performing strenuous tasks on the plantation. As such, mothers were left to raise the children on their own. Due to this repercussion, stable families were broken up. It is not surprising that such practice has continued into contemporary societies today. The survival of African retention in modern societies as a result of males leaving the families because they are unable to perform their dominant duties of being a breadwinner. Due to the economic constraints, they abandon their families as it undermines their masculinity. This clip illustrates how males, slaves, was influenced by their masters to grow the population. It also showcased the men having multiple offspring with the women on the plantation and how the absence of fathers truly affected the family structure, which is also evident in our society today.
Did chattel slavery affected the demography of Caribbean civilization?
Did it?
Did it?
Did it? Did it? Let's hear from the people.
My thoughts is both yes and no in terms of for our country or monster, whatever you want to call it. It's also many one people. Without slavery, we wouldn't really have that because it brought forth the diversion of all the different races that we have in Jamaica. However, at the same time, I still think that even if we didn't have slavery, then there would still be some form of division as all different kind of people come in, mix, reproduction, all of that. So it's really a two-part yes and no for me. So it depends.
I think it has contributed to the demography of the Caribbean society because people are brought in from Africa and also because Europeans were here. So over time, more people, it was a whole different diverse amount of people here. So over time, that has blended and we have come out of all of those many people. Okay.
So, in my belief, in my opinion, yes. Why? The Caribbean before slavery was made up mostly of Amerindians and Caribs and Cayans and people. And how our Caribbean becomes so diverse now that it's now the melting pot of the world is because of chattel slavery. So it's because the Europeans brought Africans, Indians and other persons into the Caribbean. They then integrated, interbred and created new mulattoes and other persons and